Two?
engage the student in activities that will promote the accessibility, accessibility, where we have social skills and not necessarily at the competition aspect of it. And so that is what keeps my stresses. Also, we are big on doing accessibility for young people. And this particular program has a component where coaches will benefit from doing several courses. The program seeks to create a grassroots pathway for boys and
Yes,
girls
yes,
to
we
graduate.
get that part. We
This
get that part. We still
initiative
want
will
it.
engage 120 schools across the island.
I
The next stop
actually hate the fact that they've downloaded
to the announced.
Penelope, Garcia, and Morgan, Derek Morgan, in our faces and didn't give us that. Like they were making all these type of jokes and it's like, oh, that's just friendship. No, no, that's not. No, it's not just friendship. Y'all just didn't give us that together because he was the black jock guy and she was the fat nerd. And I did not like that at all.
When the sheriff is in town, the deputy plays second fiddle. That's the case of
Is that the same?
and the Phoenix on the local circuit. This was the matchup in 2023 when the two met in the final. The Big Nels
Is that the wrong man?
Last year, in the absence of Big Nels,
Yes,
Phoenix
it
was king. This time around, Big Nel was favored, but Phoenix wasn't going to hand over the raid without a fight. And fight he did. The first set saw Big Nel coming out on top 6-3, although the scoreline didn't reflect the run of play. The second set was a fight with each player breaking each other, but the all-important one came in the 11th game when Bicknell broke to go into a 6-5 lead. Serving for the match, Bicknell raced through without dropping a point to secure the set and the match 6-3, 7-5. Not a bad night for free, as both players gave up their winnings towards those affected by Hurricane Melissa.
It's amazing because obviously when you're traveling, you don't really get to play in front of your home crowd. So it's nice to come here and show the Jamaican people this level of tennis. And Jamaicans are capable of competing and playing tennis at this level. So hopefully the younger generation will improve.
For me, I'm happy to be able to keep up there with Blair because, he's amazing. He's playing on tour and stuff. So for me, it was good that I was in it. It's a tough match, obviously, he served amazing. If I give him too much time on the forehand, he's cracking it. So. I hit my backhand really well. I was hanging in there. And I think, gave the crowd a good show.
The men's wrestling title went to a target Chambers with the defender Shaquan Crawford on a super tiebreaker. It was Chambers who put down the first marker by winning the first set to score. But Crawford came back to level the sets with a 75-second set win. In the tiebreaker, Chambers proved the stronger with a 10-8 win to lift the title. Craig Grant took care of Brandon Del Penalty in that 3 with a straight set win. Grant won the first set 6-3 before wrapping up the match with a 7-5 second set win. And Camila Whitney was chosen for Simone Huxley in the women's amateur section. Whitney dominated to win 6-2, 6-2 for the title. The tournament was in danger of not being held as the sponsors wanted to donate to the hurricane relief. But he went ahead after the players decided they would donate all winnings to the charity.
Liz was the first one who said, yes, I will do it. And after that, all the other players just fall in line and they're really happy to be here. It's quite a large sum that we go into the charity compliments of the professional players who took part in this tournament. For that, I'm very happy.
The amount given up by the players is said to be over $1 million. Daniel McDowell reporting for TVJ Sports.
And staying on the court this time in netball, Jamaica Sunshine Girls were once again blown away by England Roses, 81-30 inside the London Copper Arena in Game 2 of the Horizon Vitality Series on Sunday to lose the two-match series at 2-0. England produced another pinnacle display to beat a defeated Jamaican team winning by 51 points after winning by 43 on Saturday and practically blown on
Realistic, huh?
Missing a number of starters, Jamaica were not able to match the intensity of the Roses as the Blacks kept increasing with every quarter. England led 21-9 after the first quarter and 38-16 again at half-time. And Glassline Brits establishing a 22-point lead. And by the end of the third, the lead was up to 31 with England leading 56-25. The Sunshine Girls had no answers for the England Roses and the gap was further increased to 51 as England. They won 18-31 with Jamaica only scored 5 in the last quarter. England Roses had won the first match 80-37 on the Saturday. The Jamaica won the inaugural 2024 Horizon Series. The two won, which enabled them to leapfrog England and go third in the world rankings. England will donate £1 from every Horizon Series ticket sold to Network Jamaica's chosen charity, World Central Kitchen towards Hurricane Melissa relief.
Assuming this is urgent. I waited 3
Right,
months to
we
see
can have
you.
that break and come back
Yeah,
with
well,
the
it's about
last
the
match.
girlfriend I put in the kitchen.
What the hell?
Reservation on the mark. Calling Alden. Also by Canada.
This Monday on
Tony and
Smile
Seamus
Jamaica,
gave their
we're
reservations.
biting into ackee and salted
They're
like
there
you've
now,
never tasted
pretending to be
before.
distant.
In a cheesecake. And don't miss singer-songwriter and me as she talks her brand new track dedicated to Jamaica. This Monday, December 15th, only on Smile Jamaica.
Listen, Carter.
And welcome back to Primetime Sports Sunday. Second half action. Now leaders of Port United were ambushed at home as they were beaten 2-0 by Mount Pleasant Brigade in the Royal Navy Jamaica Premier League at Ferguson Park on Sunday.
Just 4 days after jumping to the top of the table, Como United were reminded of the bullseye position they had taken up. They arrived with the Champions of Champions were pleasant to fame and came out the worst. Warner Brown showed his return to form after scoring twice in midweek. He was on the double once more. His first came in the 37th minute for Mount Pleasant's opener. And he closed out the show on the stroke of half-time with his second, as Mount Pleasant moved to 16 points, 8 behind Portmore.
Every year Mount Pleasant plays a World Cup game. And that is, there's no easy game, so it doesn't really matter the opponent you play. You expect a tough game, and the next opponent is anything I look forward to. Performance wise, I think the play well, otherwise from the 2 goals that we conceded, I think we gave a good account of ourselves, I think, I'm not really with the performance, but not the result.
Cardinals had their separate back-to-back defeats, as they were beaten 4-1 by Dempsey United at Stadium East. The whistle had hardly left the lips of the referee when Michael Ellis had beaten in front after 2 minutes. And it was 2-0 when Ellis scored again, this time on the stroke of half-time. Romarian Thomas gave Cardinals hope in his couple deficit in the 76th minute. But even Andrew Thomas restored Racing's 2-goal lead in the 85th minute to make it 2-1. And Kevin Grant with an exit in the first 3 minutes from time for 4-1.
If I say that he has narrated the book, I'm not reading it by his YouTube. It's beautiful voice. It's the text of for insane documentary singing. I had to listen to the after reading it once I realized he narrated it. His voice is so fun.
And this is when I know I can't trust you.
I think the second game we also pretty much a giveaway for that, checking the game of the box and for the people. But the basic team is after that team, and it's your whoever over the base score, and that's the factor.
There were no goals between Double Holland and Capital Marines at the Double Holland Field. This was reporting for CBD Sports.
And that is the final whistle for the season. We're tracking the top scores making Primetime Sports Sunday. Jamaican Sunshine Girls were once again blown away by England Roses, this time 81-30 inside the London Copper Arena in Game 2 of the Horizon Vitality Series on Sunday. The lose the two-match series of 2-0. Leaders from United were ambushed at home as they were being 2-0 by Caribbean champions Mount Pleasant Brigade in the Jamaica Premier League on Sunday at Ferguson Park. And that's where we put a wrap on a Primetime Sports Sunday. Stay tuned, though, your weather comes up next.
You have dinner reservations. Don't be late.
Concierge. We were able to get into the dining room after all. Calling all local filmmakers. Television Jamaica wants to highlight your short stories on all 2026 local filmmakers showcase. Films must be between 5 and 25 minutes and must be in MP4 format. A synopsis of the film, along with your name and contact information, must accompany all entries. Then, send your email to programs@televisionjamaica.com. Deadline for entries is Wednesday, December 31. So get on it. Let TVJ showcase your stories. Time weather report and forecast. Brought to you by Yours is a vocational training development system where tertiary level education and training is empowered and transforming
Anything
lives.
will help those two act like them.
Thanks so much for staying with us. Now, we still have that top system that is generating chronic conditions across the Western Caribbean this evening. You can also see some short and thunderstorms. We did affect sections of the Jamaica area earlier this morning. We're also seeing the traffic extend into the southwestern portion of the Caribbean basin. There is very little movement. We're expecting continued chronic conditions across most of the Western Caribbean for the next day or so. And across the central and eastern portions of the basin, we do have generally stable conditions, but the high clouds generated from that moisture conversion that we're still having over the open waters of the basin. We expect stable conditions across the area. High pressure is the dominant feature across central and eastern portions of the Caribbean basin. So the forecast for tonight expects generally clear skies across much of the island. Temperatures are dropping to 24 degrees Celsius in Kingston and in Montego Bay. Now the forecast for tomorrow in the morning, we are expecting it to be generally sunny across most of the area. We do have some morning showers that are expected across sections of the northeast. For the afternoon, we're expecting isolated showers mainly across inland areas and southwestern patches. Temperatures are reaching 31 degrees Celsius in Kingston and in Montego Bay. Now, in the morning, tomorrow, expecting showers here in Orlando. In the afternoon in Kingston, we're also expecting showers in the afternoon in Mandeville. In the southwest, expect showers for the afternoon in Santa Cruz, while it's cloudy to mostly cloudy for Black River, Santa Ana, and the Hills. Morning showers are likely in Port Antonio and Port Maria, and elsewhere across the north. Generally, we are expecting west weather across most of the area. That showers are likely across both areas from Anglesey, Brownstown, Farmers, Montego Bay, and DC. Now, the next few days, expect isolated showers in the afternoon on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. For the marine forecast, on the north coast, tomorrow the winds are northeasterly at 10 to 15 knots, with heights between 1 and 1.5 meters. On the south coast, tomorrow expect winds from 15 to 20 knots out of the east, with heights are between 1.5 and 2 meters. And for offshore areas, similar conditions, east north winds are 15 to 20 knots. There are currently no forecast warnings in effect, with heights are between 1.5 and 2 meters. And the outlook has the winds dropping down to 10 to 15 knots on Tuesday from the east, continuing on Wednesday and Thursday. That's it for the weather report and forecast for this evening. Thank you so much for watching.
Time weather report and forecast. Brought to you by
We're going to America where the Spirit of the God bless all of you. If you need our help, we are here to help each one of you.
I don't have any common sense spreading everywhere in my body.
It's the sense that you will
Jesus
When it's one of us
Christ,
now, I want you and Ziva back and maintaining your cover.
Media, the Stop Suffering program airs Saturday, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 5 a.m. here on TVJ.
I got a photo from Mediterranean from Sassy, but I have no idea which of these 32 photos is him.
The caller is amazing. Ziva got a payphone call. I may think of it.
Sorry, Jethro.
Here's a tip on what to do after a landslide.
just the building foundation and surrounding land for Donda. And with the foundation also
You naughty naughty boy.
to assess the safety of the area.
was a week after I took a bullet. Where did the call originate? Payphone hotel. We got there.
Welcome back and now the recap. Five-year Arena Communications Season morning as CEO Anthony Smith passes away on Sunday. Graphic Anthony is active on behalf of the news, sports and production teams, Andrew Madison,
Miles across the miles. Stay connected this holiday season with your loved ones near and far by sending greetings across the world.
My director's is telling her to flood that hotel with security by a potential terrorist attack. If I do that, there's a chance to take down an enemy cell inside the cabin. To scatter it. Of course, it stays the course. Trust your people to get the job done.
GATW starts now. My name is Axel from Houston. Sending greetings and Manchester, England. To my mum, Jar, my stepdad, Danny, my daughter, Emily, and my daughter, Whitney. I hope you are happy now, and grandfather, Mark, mother, family. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year when it comes. Uncle Ira, welcome home. You're going to get to spend a Christmas with me, but in the future, okay? Not long. However, say Merry Christmas to the extended family and all the friends who know me. And all of Jamaica. Right, so to all the survivors of Melissa, I'm grateful for you guys. With the knowledge you have to protect yourself. You should be different from you guys, but you grow and you learn. And to my family, for the survivor we taught each other, you put it into practice. Well done, Mom. Well done, Uncle John. And well done, Uncle Ira. All the best. Take care. See you greetings from across behind.
Greetings, I am Samuel Barrett. Samuel Barrett, come here with my mom and my dad. I was from McDonough, Georgia. We just want to big up our family in Jamaica. Uncle, and my son Jordan Green. We'll big you up and big up all the family as well. Uncle Danville as well. We send you Uncle Kevin, he said you do as well. And yes, we also want to be safe, healthy, and we look forward to seeing you all soon.
Greetings to my uncle Philip, my uncle Alfred, and Auntie Lynette, and Don, and Dwayne, and all my cousins in Kingston, Jamaica, and all the family members in Manchester as well. Greetings, and Auntie Winnie, Vincent, and I'm so sorry to hear what you went through during hurricane. I want to send greetings, and Merry Christmas, and we love you, and we're doing our best here to help, and we're praying for you.
Greetings to all my family in Galveston who have just been through a horrible experience through the hurricane, to the Palmer's family, to the Morrisons,
To all our family and friends, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Yeah, this is Star Fox, and here's what I'm going to go.
Girl.
We can show everyone the whole world, especially on different stuff. And I think here at some many stuff, especially like stuff that's happening here at this time. You can show everybody that you are a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. No matter what it is, you know, you are a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone in Jamaica. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, Jamaica!
What's Tony up to? Make the stitches precise, Mr. Palmer. Yes, sir. And when you've done, come on the supply locker, inventories and clean. I actually already did that. Do it again. Let my assistant, Mr. Palmer here, to keep his cell phone with him and turn it
Smiles
on.
across the miles.
What can you tell me about our assassin?
Here is a little London biscuit.
Stay connected this holiday season with your loved ones near and far.
We did,
By
however,
sending
find
greetings across the
rather
world.
curious markings. Markings? Well, tattoos might be the more appropriate word.
JN Monica sent from abroad. JN Monica send the money. Now withdraw in a hurry. JN Monica free.
You can't pick up things after that day, yeah. And that's the notice there. You can't pick up things after that.
And free. JN Monica sent from abroad. JN Monica.
Start your home renovation project with a Scotia Plan loan. The time at Scotiabank is
We should take you to
7:59.
see the doctor. Sweet cheeks. I guess you snore like a drunken sailor without the secret.
The listing is brought to you by
Extend yard savings here. Get up to 50% off from now until December 20 at 24
Mommy?
in Kingston.
Can bring one cup of water for me, please?
At a time. National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you well.
From cleaning our hearts to designing our sanctuaries, the journey to a happy home starts from within. This is the listing. Hi, I'm Jamie. We all go through hard seasons and sometimes our even homes not covered. We're going to have an important conversation on protecting your mental wellness. Even when home doesn't feel the
You really bring one 5-liter bottle of water, come give me.
Angelique
Just
James
want
is a
some water
mental
for
health
drink.
specialist. And Angelique, for someone who has lost their home, how challenging can this be mentally?
Losing your home is actually one of the most profound psychological challenges someone can experience. When you think of your home, your security, your safety, your privacy, your foundation of self. So to lose something, I'm going to use the word again, so profound, it can have a great impact on your mental health as well as your well-being.
So where do we start? I mean, how do we even begin to support these individuals?
By acknowledging what they've been through. Oftentimes when relief support us moving, we try to bring the things that we think they need without taking the persons who've been affected, taking their wants into consideration. When you think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, shelter is one of the basic needs for survival. So having that being ripped away, I know oftentimes we're thinking about moving immediately with psychological support for these individuals. But what we need to focus on and to consider is the fact that we're basically having enough. So it would be difficult expecting them to receive that kind of higher level of support when they don't know where they're going. So it's hearing them out, having a conversation, finding out from them what is your main priority right now. Not what I think it is, not what I want it to be, but what do you need?
How can families bond right now to support each other?
So we think about family in the traditional sense, as we mentioned, we're thinking about blood relatives. When we think about family in the cultural sense, we're thinking about anyone who shows up for you. We're thinking about your community, we're thinking about your village, we're thinking about your support system at large. One thing I love about Jamaicans, we find comfort in even the hardest of situations. Sometimes just being around each other is already comfort to the lot. It doesn't have to be to provide guidance or provide advice. Just your physical presence can be enough for someone.
What are some of the signs that holiday stress is turning into something more serious, like depression, and might actually need professional attention?
Oftentimes there are a lot of tells that individuals tend to go through. So you find that you no longer have interest in a lot of the things that used to bring you pleasure or joy. Or you find that you eat a lot more or a lot less. Or you might be sleeping a lot more, sleeping a lot less. So you recognize that there are drastic changes in like your day-to-day functioning, your I want to say your hobbies, not just your hobbies, but moving further to even your hygiene. You're having difficulty getting out of bed. Or for some individuals, it might get to the point where you start contemplating whether or not you want to be here. But sometimes it could be pointing out, stating, I recognize that you're no longer doing this. Or you might be doing this. Or that. You can put it to bring it to their attention. Okay.
If I'm overwhelmed with rebuilding my life right now, what can self-care look like realistically for someone?
Self-care is whatever helps you to feel relaxed. So take a load off, feel as though you're finally pouring into yourself, you give yourself some attention. Now, for some individuals, as I mentioned, it might mean going to the spa. And for others, that might also might just mean eating KFC. It's a small, yes, it's a small thing. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could just be something small. Whatever brings you comfort.
One simple daily ritual that someone
If it
can
ain't
do
broke,
to
don't
help
fix
ground them
it.
during this season.
The way you start your day says a lot about how you feel from the day you go. So I recommend if you don't touch your phone or anything else, just take outside.
You're damn lucky we didn't blow these two away, which wouldn't have happened if you hadn't strayed from our jurisdiction.
Something. Just focus on nature, look at the sky, whatever it is. Just look at something outside. And then after that, I want you to think about
Oh, they're
everything
besties.
that you complete throughout the day. It doesn't have to be anything major, going back to the whole idea of small steps. That's how you feel about it. Just one thing that
Oh,
you
they're
complete
besties.
and then move forward with that intention.
A business owner who has lost their livelihood during this season, how do they cope with that identity crisis that comes with the loss?
It goes back again to the whole idea of
Come on.
it's important that you look at the loss that you experience.
How do we fix it without experts getting on the floor? That's a pissing match.
But then
Join up.
saying that in
Sleep.
such blunt
Get the very
terms
flex.
sounds very sensitive. You have to recognize that when you think about a business owner, it's not just a business, it's your livelihood, it's something that you provide for your family, it's something that you provide for yourself.
Yeah,
It's the same business that you take to rebuild
French is gonna shave face
your
and leave.
life.
The job done.
So then how do you move forward from
You
something
kill a
like that?
bastard.
It goes back to the whole idea of trying to link your work to your effort and not to your work. Recognizing that your business is a physical structure, but your skills, your abilities, you are the whole, your skills here. And the part of your skills here, you need to get into them because you did it before.
For someone who's struggling but may not be able to afford to see a therapist, who in our community do you think you could turn to talk about these feelings if I can't pay for the service?
Finding a professional in most communities tends to be difficult, and I'm going to admit that, especially in regards to psychological support. But what we can do is lean on the community leaders, the elders, the spiritual leaders, pastors, lead on individuals who you can support you, but then again, it goes back to the whole idea. How is it that you care for yourself while caring for others? Because even these same support systems within the communities might also be experiencing psychological distress as well. So then I know that the Ministry of Health, I know that Red Cross, these are organizations that individuals are going into the community offering service and support. So it goes back to the whole idea of just listening out.
Thank you, Angelique, for coming and sharing those inspiring words. You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Also, in Hearing for a Mindset, we can use design to create a space that supports joy. Color consultant Julian Walker Thompson will share with us more after the break.
Edgecombe Yard Sale is here. Get up to 50% off on paint and supplies. Visit us at 24 Carissa Avenue, Kingston from now until December 20 to save big. Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Edgecombe Yard Sale up to 50% off, helping Jamaica rebuild 1 gallon at a time.
Have you seen any of these signs and are ready to buy land or property? Want to know who is the legal owner? Purchase a copy of the title using eLand Jamaica. With eLand Jamaica, you can do a title search and verify the owner of the property, ensuring they have the legal right to sell it. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at www.nla.gov.jm. By the telephone at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. Email asknla@nla.gov.jm or message us on WhatsApp at 876-418-5089. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
Here's a tip on what to do after a landslide. Listen to local radio or television stations for the latest emergency information.
I have to. I'm going to be a father. It's a great responsibility.
Your environment influences your mood more than you think. Color and design can turn any mood into a space that lifts, inspires, and motivates you every day. Welcome to Nan. Thank you for having me. Let's zoom in on color. How does the color of the walls actually influence how we feel, especially during the holiday season?
Well, festive colors, as much as we're used to reds and greens and so on, they do boost your mood. But if you have two dark colors or maybe two light colors, you lose that warmth and cozy feeling that you want from a gathering.
Well, then let's jump right into that. What colors are you loving to give that warm and festive feeling for the holiday season?
Well, of course, you can put on reds and greens, but don't stick to the bright versions of them. A lot of nice, deep, earthy tones can also work. And if you already have those colors in your home, don't be afraid to use decorations that actually complement them instead of trying to go right into traditional.
So now that we've added the color, adding other elements like rugs, throws, pillows, how can that add to the depth and comfort of the space?
Well, don't be afraid to get oversized, comfortable stuff. So the pillows, yes, but think of body pillows and maybe, a nice plush carpet that can surround the section, stuff like that. Things that you can interact with your body, yes. And I mean, a lot of people might not think it's fun for everybody, but I think that won't hurt. You can put on the minutes whenever you're and creating a whole fun of something like that.
Let's talk holiday lighting, string lights, candles. How does that work with your color palette to change the entire mood of a room?
Well, Christmas lights overall are always warm. We do have a few LEDs here and there where, the blue and silver Christmas comes in. But traditional Christmas lights with the reds and the greens, they can affect the color that you have because they're going to change how they look. So when you turn off your, usual fluorescents and so on, those orange lights are going to warm up your creams, they're going to warm up your whites, but they might change any other color like blues and oranges to other tones. And that's why you have to stick to the colors you have.
Okay. So, summer rental. How do you use color in small rental communities? Something that will make your landlord want to kick you out.
What the
To
hell is
just
going on there?
enhance the beauty of your space.
Wallpaper, and also don't be afraid of double-sided tape. That is your best friend. But make sure that you use it on concrete
11
areas.
floors,
Because
McGee. How many
drywalls and
rooms are we looking
concrete
at?
walls, concrete boards, those tend to peel if you use too strong of a tape. So those command hooks and free and double-sided hooks that you can find, in pharmacies or hardware stores, those you can run string lights on them along the walls, along your windows, and they will easy to take them when you're done.
I love wallpaper. I think it's a lot of my clients' space. But have Jamaicans, how are things picked up on wallpaper and where would you suggest using it?
Most persons that I've seen using it now are really those people who are
creating DIY spaces for like offices and so on. So they'll use contact paper on furniture, wallpaper on like an accent wall. But I think we shouldn't be afraid to lean away from solid accents. Those wallpapers can really create some nice depth to a room. If you have a nice, floral, wall in the back of your living room, it could actually lift the space.
People can go overboard with the holiday decorating. It just end up looking crazy, right? So, what's one tip that you can give to make a space feel more cheerful?
One thing I always run into is overcrowding. And that's because they're trying to decorate every surface and every space in the house to look like Christmas. So they're going from living room to kitchen to dining room, maybe even the bedroom doors and so on, when it's really not necessary. One or two pieces here and there, but if it's a space where people have to interact and move around, the best thing to do is probably to stick to just decorating furniture, maybe one wall that's solid, flat, and don't have a lot on it, and
We know you are.
carpet and such to areas that people don't have to touch.
How do I create a cityscape that's festive but not expensive?
You can buy foam balls, foam pool cues, pool noodles, stuff like that. If you buy it yourself, you can keep it flowers, and some Christmas balls, you can make your own wreath, garland, and even titles for your table. So you can make a nice simple centerpiece. DIY. And the great thing is you can double it. So you can pull it down, use it for another holiday. Really easy.
Speaking of DIY, I want you to give me your top 3 budget-friendly DIY projects. That's how you to refresh the living room. We also, when people come over, they must stand there and say, you don't need to do that.
One thing that people like to do is painting. They like to go out and try and find a painter, a contractor that do it for them. Painting one wall by yourself, that's what a lot of people think. And so I think if you can get 1 or 2 parts of paint, nice matte flat finish paint in one section of your home can make a drastic difference.
Cause I make it so
Well, flat is easier to cover if you want to change that color again sometime soon. Okay, right. Other than low sheen, because of the finish that it has, you have to stick to low sheen. And flat is more budget friendly.
Some of the Jamaicans now are living in apartments, small spaces. How can you use color to make that more spacious, or feel more spacious, and more inviting experience?
Color gradation. And something people are afraid of because we're so used to white ceilings and we're so attached to white ceilings. But the great thing about a small space is the more you have one color in it, it's the lighter it's going to feel when you're resting in it. So your mind will be calm, not trying to pick up on all the different changes in angles. Exactly. Love that.
What can I do at my entryway to create this welcoming experience for my guests? I'm having friends over, but I want it to be like a wow moment for the second.
You know, when you go to the doctor's office and you have a candy bar? With a little Christmas picture decoration on the wall right above it. Go along with that and do that with candy. Right?
Some have issues being more productive in their space. What do you suggest they do from a design standpoint?
Well, we definitely have to learn to separate those spaces. Especially if we're going to have an area that is going to double as a gathering space as well as a working space. You might have the furniture off to one side, but is the color in your living space enough to keep you productive during the end of that day when you're actually working? So I would say don't necessarily cut the wall itself, but perhaps move that accent from the living area to that office wall on the side, or even if it's to the back of the room. That change in color to your mind, it will say, okay, I'm at work versus I'm in the living room.
I absolutely love that idea. Beyond the holidays, you can design your home to inspire a fresh start for the new year. We talk about this and more after
Cause
the
I make it so easy to fall in love.
Get up to
So
50% off on paints and supplies. Visit us at 24 Corrector Avenue, Phoenix,
system from now until December 20th. Just save big on the Safari from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Extended yard sale up to 50% off, helping Jamaica rebuild 1 gallon at a time.
Congratulations.
And now for the extra touch with Julian.
You want to be surprised.
It's the best way.
What to do when you're preparing to change colors. So depending on where your wall is coming from, if it's raw, then you definitely have to prepare your wall before by sealing it with a concrete sealer and then going towards a concrete primer before putting your paint on. If you're changing colors, now that depends on the color that you already have. If you have a bold color and you're trying to go lighter, the best recommendation would be to prime the wall, not necessarily with primer, but you can use a lighter shade, maybe a beige, to cut the color that's currently there before you apply the lighter color. Going from light to dark is a lot easier, but it depends on the tone. So don't mix families without preparing the surface first.
We'll see.
Do you own land and need a title? Well, the National Land Agency NLA can help. Through the systematic land registration process, the NLA will assist residents to get titles in the four public areas across Jamaica. Systematic land registration is the methodical and orderly registration of parcels of land in a designated area known as systematic adjudication area. For further information on the systematic land registration process, including the 12 systematic adjudication areas, you can apply and register. Visit the National Land Agency's website at www.nla.gov.am or email ask@nla@nla.gov.am. The National Land Agency, one agency, one goal.
Is.
Interior is a blank canvas. There are design strategies to create a home that supports your goals, your peace, and your best year yet. What is your color choice for the new year? What's going to be the key color that you're looking for?
Well, there's venting colors that have been trending for the last 2 years. More
Tomorrow I'll show the whole head.
tones.
Bye.
You know, we are still seeing some warm pastels. For instance,